how would you suggest that we kind of counterbalance that in alignment with what you teach?
Um, Taking a larger perspective. First of all, when I think of things as like racism, I have an understanding that persons who, if they truly believed they were superior to a group of people, they wouldn't have to do things to try to erase their history or try to limit their access to opportunities and resources. If they really thought they were superior, they wouldn't have to do anything. They could just go ahead and be who they are, and everybody would fall in line. So that is a delusion that they live in that is really a fear of theirs. And it's a fear of you, me, and other people of that are different from them, people they don't consider in their tribe, so to speak. But if you don't take their actions personally, it cannot affect you negatively. If you understand that that is a deluded reality that they have created for themselves, you don't have to get caught up in it. Even if you have to deal with the consequences of it, you don't have to let it affect your person and your personhood. So, taking that much range, um, something that takes you out of it being a personal attack to, okay, this is what's going. So you're observing it as if you're just an observer, maybe somebody from outer space looking at, oh, look at what these humans are doing. That's one thing. And then, from the standpoint of myself as an African American woman, I don't look at African American history as being my history. I look at human history as being my history. And we have a longevity on this planet. I don't know if you've seen, there was a recent pharaoh's head that is huge that was just uncovered in Africa. Huge, with big, thick lips and a big African nose. I mean, they didn't have time to shoot it off like they did get to shoot it off the nose of the Sphinx when Napoleon got to Kemet, which is the name for uh, ancient Egypt, when Nubian people were there. So we have to understand our history is long and proud. Um, Even the quote Hippocratic oath came from an oath from ancient Kemet, from Imhotep, an ancient healer. People don't realize that a lot of Greek philosophy came from those Greeks coming to the mystery schools in ancient Kemet, not the Egypt of today, but a land of Nubian people where they got their spiritual mysteries. So we have to go back to a realization of the length of our um, being on this planet and this small amount of time that we have in our lives and the people around us have to affect our lives. And we have to think of it more intergenerationally. So, what is my legacy that I am producing for my next generations? And the gratitude I have looking backward
That's right.
to those of my ancestors who knows what they had to overcome just for me to be here. I didn't get this light skin by accident. Somebody was doing something somewhere to some of my ancestors that, you know, was unfortunate, but I have to be grateful that they survived it so I could be here to have this opportunity to serve my family, my community,
That's right.
my people,
That's right.
and humanity. Because if we don't lift them up, they won't get to the enlightenment that makes them understand the true reality, not the lies agreed upon that they're trying to get us to believe about ourselves and about the condition of the planet. And
Right.
my daily prayer, though, is that um, people in control of buttons that have opportunities to do devastation to the planet, uh, that there's uh, guidance that doesn't allow them to go there. That's my prayer on a daily basis. I don't worry about the day to day activity because I know there's going to be nonsense. There was nonsense yesterday, today, and there's going to be more tomorrow.
Nonsense tomorrow. Well said, Deb. And I want to also say that Dr. Bernal and I both are graduates of Howard University College of Medicine, where this entire philosophy was imprinted on those of us who went to school there about serving community and understanding who you came from. You know, our predecessors were the people that created hospitals when there were no hospitals for people of color to go to, that were the first in various specialties. Even some of my classmates were yet still the first in certain subspecialties. So we're in a process and we have to not give in to the immediacy and the intensity that social media gives us and rather sit back and like really read books. This is a great book. I don't know if you guys can see this on the camera. It's called Sacred Nile
Love
by
it.
Chester Higgins. And it really lays out exactly what Dr. Bernal was saying, and I'm trying to encapsulate very quickly, but the real origins of the entire Egyptian culture, the Nile River, the history, the connection to what is modern day Ethiopia, and all of this. It's really powerful stuff to really understand world history and to keep perspective on, you know, who we all are and to feel proud about it as well, which helps you to have something inside of you to counteract that negativity coming at you, like to not internalize the external negativity. Um, I appreciate we're doing some questions. Did any more questions come in on the chat or on the Facebook yet? So I was going to go over a little bit about some of the CES things before we close out. Okay, great. Dr. Bernal, that was so excellent. Motivates us all. And I also want to point out, not only is it good for your body, it's good for your pocketbook. If you go to farmers market or you know, some of these smaller markets. I like the Latinx markets. They tend to have really good food, good vegetables and things like that. You could probably spend $20 or $30 and have enough food to make for yourself for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for several days. Versus if you weight that money onto more things oriented towards processed foods, heavy meat, and other things like that. So there's a benefit as well in how to stretch your budget while also taking good care of your body. If you think about it that way, you make a pot of beans, that can last you a whole week, and there's your protein. You know, I ordered a thing with the rice and beans and some pumpkin, And she wanted to know, well, what's your protein? Which meat are you going to have? And I said, well, no, I have the beans because it came like that. So sometimes you may have to just defer things, even if it's included. You don't have to take it, you know. Um, and thanks for the tips on Yuka. And was it Dr. McGregor?
Yeah,
Um, cool, cool on the apps, you know.
daily. I love apps.
I do too. I do. And there's other apps around what's safe in terms of products. You know, there's always Consumer Reports, which helps to, and the Consumer Product Council. I met a woman that worked there that look at different supplements. You have to be careful. Not everything is safe. Some things are adulterated. Some things aren't what they say is in them. So you have to be really discerning and use high level products. And we're going to have another session about that and about herbal medications and also some of these technology things. But I'll just go in the broad scope at the CES. There are really great things coming. One area that I think is important when we talk about lifestyle is sleep. Did
Mhm.
you know that if you have sleep apnea, if you're not getting all your levels of quality sleep, that you can develop or it will aggravate the ability to control your blood pressure, to control your weight? Like you can eat really well, but if you're not sleeping well, the way your body metabolizes that food will change and you will actually gain or hold on to weight. So
Mm.
sleep and understanding how you're sleeping and if you're getting all the stages of sleep is important. And they now have like beds that are smart beds. They have these ear things that go in or headbands that measure your brain waves and help to modulate frequencies to help you to sleep better. And it's always a CPAP machine that'll give a steady flow of air to keep your airway open so you don't have interrupted sleep by stopping breathing throughout the night, and which also reduces your oxygen supply, which isn't good. They're also having glasses coming that embedded in the glasses, like on the stem, you can tap certain things and the glass is a screen. So you would see within the glass lens choices like if you needed to navigate or from a medical standpoint, a patient's chart and records and things like that would be projected as the lens. Also has the capability to have a recorder, an AI enabled recorder, so that if you want to talk to your glasses, basically it'll save it up on the cloud if you're trying to make a list and you can't remember things. Or if you're in a meeting like this and you want to have it summarize the meeting. So the level of technology and how it can help empower and strengthen us is pretty amazing in terms of what's coming. They had a small miniature, it's about a box, like this big enough to kind of fit someone's head in. And it was a miniature portable battery charged scanner that could scan someone's brain in 10 minutes and identify if somebody had a stroke or not, which can be used in rural areas and underserved areas instead of having to figure out how to transport the person and lose that window of treatment because you only have that golden window to make an intervention to try to block up a clot if that's what's happening. But you don't want to use that if the person's having a bleed. So you need to take that picture of their head to see. There's also all kinds of self-autonomous driving cars and carts and you know how they push the people in the wheelchair. There was somebody that had a whole setup that basically the person could put their leg in the back, they scan their boarding pass, and it would take them to the gate. Like in Wally, you know how those people were, um, you know, was it Wally? Yeah, where they were all riding around on those automatic things. Yeah, so there's good things coming. AI is going to really take over a lot of it, and digital management of your data. So these rings that measure your heart rate, your blood pressure, your you know, your oxygen levels, your sleep, your activity levels, all of these things that transfer in. You can use these biosensors. They have the Omnipod, which helps to measure your glucose, and it can tie with an insulin delivery system, so your diabetes for moment-to-moment management, which is very cool. But all of this data is being collected, is being generated. And so one of the issues is who owns the data? Who controls the data? What's the privacy of your data? And what way might it be used in the future? So we have to remain vigilant on those things. And we'll be speaking about those things at our national meetings this year as we proceed forward with what we're learning about all of this tech. From the home environment, caregivers would love, there's a thing that can slap on the wall and it generates like a radar field. So if your loved one tends to get up and wander around, it'll trigger. So it's not something that's on them, which sometimes they'll take it off if it's a watch or a pendant or whatever. But this allows you to see, or if they fall down, it will pick it up and it's surround sensing and things like that. There's so many cool things coming. Um, Environmental things, agricultural things, all kinds of transportation things, personal flying devices like the Jetsons. Pretty amazing. What is this you're showing, Deb?
So remember, I was just talking about that head that they just uncovered in Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
This is a picture of it.
Beautiful.
And look, these are people underneath the head. That's how massive it is. It's not
Wait, where?
all even in these are people. This
Oh,
person,
wow.
this person, this person, they're under the neck.
Oh,
That's
I
how
see.
big this beautiful, and I don't
Amazing.
have the date of this pharaoh's head, but you can see um, his lips, his lips, this nose, that nose.
He's like, that was me. I was the king.
So I'm just saying that I just wanted, because I had mentioned that, I just wanted to show, there's things always being uncovered,
That's right.
and
That's
there's
right.
things that they're trying to cover up.
That's right.
We have to be vigilant to look
That's
out
right.
for it.
I want to speak to the mental health piece a little bit more, though, because I think Monique brought up a good point, especially for many young people. But this is a major shift from their understanding of reality in their lives. And I think the meditation aspect is also a good centering to give you that kind of resilience throughout the day, as well as exercise, where you do physical activity and that kind of raises your endorphins, which gives you more resilience. There's even hormonal effects, like for new mothers who are breastfeeding, there's a hormone called oxytocin. And it's nature's way of helping new moms like manage the baby crying, the sleep disruption, and everything, because it actually calms down your nervous system. And there are also different herbal remedies. A lot of people like ashwagandha, valerian tea at night. Well, that will make you sleepy. You can't drive with that. There's rhodiola that also helps with stress. And there are things you can do as part of your daily practice, not only in managing how you respond and react to things as much as you can, and your breathing, setting in on your breathing, but also to be proactive with the exercise. Every morning I start my day with meditation. Every morning I start my day with affirmations to start up. It's like my inoculation for my force field of all the stuff that I'm going to deal with through the day and have to kind of center back into sometimes. And Louise Hay also has some wonderful, you can heal your life. She has guided affirmations, guided meditations at night. So you can kind of give yourself messages before you go to sleep, help you to kind of have that in your sense and in your consciousness and your subconscious. So the day you start out, you're in a better place. And she has a morning meditation as well to kind of set yourself and where you're going to be and what you're going to choose to respond to. And then also being part of our team and other organizations that are trying to do good things like this. Because if you can take action somewhere, do something good. Like I see Angie's on, and I see Bonnie is on. And I
Mhm.
mean, these sisters are legendary. It's not like they're living some perfect Hollywood life. But what's beautiful is the love that they give and bring to others, and that they use from their own stories and the challenges of their lives to empathize with other people, to create a space of belonging and a space of connection, and to raise them up. And I think also I can speak, I don't want to speak for them, but I think having faith is huge. Because at the end of the day, that's part of what makes us so fearsome, is they're trying to understand. Mara, my daughter, she said an interesting thing. She said, Mom, I wonder if maybe they're attacking the people of color and Mexican people and things like that is because they're such happy people. They love their families, they love God, they'll share things, they stay connected no matter how hard life is. And it's true because when you go in different places in the world, and maybe they don't have as much stuff, maybe they don't have as much infrastructure, but their blood pressures are better. They feel connected, they're not worried what's going to happen. You don't see so many homeless people because everybody's got somebody, everybody's got somebody. And so I just want to open it to our navigators, Angie and Bonnie. I see you here. Do you have any comments on what we're talking about? Do you think this is helpful for people? Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions because everything it hit close to home. I can relate to everything that she's saying because we have walked that path. We live that life. And to learn more how to help yourself and keep yourself healthy and just stay calm. Just let God handle it. Just stay calm.
That's
But
right.
it's good. It's just a lot of good things that's being added to the knowledge. So we get more power
That's right.
and we're gonna share it.
That's right.
Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome.
Very good presentation. Thank you so much.
You're
Yeah.
so welcome.
Yeah. Do you have any closing thoughts, Dr. Bernal?
I just wanted to make sure, let me share again so that people could get these resources. I am all for the resources. So
Right.
I would suggest that you look, if you could scan these QR codes, soul food that's good for the soul, how plant-based diets can reduce racial health disparities. That's a lecture. Plant-based diets benefit Black health. Kim Williams, MD, on vegan diets and heart health. This is the trailer for that movie, They're Trying to Kill Us. And there is actually, if you can't scan the QR codes, here are the actual sites. Let me see if I can copy this and put it in the chat.
Yeah, or you can send it to us and we can make sure and share it with the team at Navigator meeting tomorrow also.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll do that, definitely.
Thank you so much. Okay, so Mia and Monique, thank you, our Vista volunteers, for helping to coordinate this and coordinate the promotions and the social media presence. We know we'll get more sharing, and Ange, I'm sure you'll probably share it or
Oh yeah, absolutely.
so people can watch later when they're able to and stuff. This is really important. Does everybody feel like they can do something? Everybody feel like we got something we can do this new year and take charge of our health,
Yes.
start the new year right?
Yes.
You can definitely download some of these apps. I put them back in the Yucca app, the Dr. Gregor's Daily Dozen, this 21-day vegan app. That's another app that you can download. It's just, and here, like Dr. Merritt was talking about, healthy eating on a budget.
That's good.
You can download, go to this QR code. It's like a 40-page handout. It has shopping lists, menus, recipes for plant-based eating. The same is at this 21-day vegan app. And a lot of people try to do something called a Daniel fast for several weeks to do like a cleansing that's not only plant-based eating, but spiritual cleansing. So you can look up, and a lot of churches do this together, something called a Daniel fast, and they go back to Daniel in the Bible. And not only the food, but there are certain mental processes it takes you through. Angela, do you have some familiarity with that?
Yes, our church participates in the Daniel's fast. We do it twice a year.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So as a matter of fact, it's getting ready to come up here in a week or so.
Yeah.
Before the beginning of the year, and then we do it again toward the middle, the latter part of the year. So
That
yes,
is
and
wonderful.
there's scriptures go along with the whole 21-day
That's
fast.
great.
So yes,
What's the
I'm
name of
very
your
familiar
church?
with that one. I'm
Share
sorry.
your church for us and all the great work that we do with them.
Uh, well, I mean, MHI has been amazing in stepping in with Bethlehem Baptist Bible Church, uh, and supporting us with the disaster reliefs when we went through these storms back to back. MHI stood up in the forefront with us. Other agencies came through. We were able to um, give out a lot of information, food, resources to the community. We had a large turnout of people that was in need,
That's right.
and on a daily basis,
On a regular.
we're continuing to
And
help.
every week they're giving out food. You guys have food and information every week's inspiring people. It's a wonderful church community.
Every Thursday at the church. Yes,
That's right. They really are living in service. It's the perfect example of if everyone could just do a little bit on their part, it would make it so much better for so many more people. So we appreciate you and honor you for that too. Thank you, Angie. And yeah, remember, you maybe you can't do 21 days. Just do a day of just veggies. You start
yes.
wherever you are, everybody. Okay, just start wherever you are. But remember this: if you could just add salad, and when you do salad, not douse it with 10 tons of salad dressing and cheese, to sort of counteract the idea of the
I
salad.
know. 'Cause Dr. Mary been beans and peas and seeds with me all.
I got y'all some nice fresh strawberries for eating tomorrow.
Beans and
That all
peas
fruit
and
chopped up.
seeds and.
Yeah. They talk about me. I'm feeding them twigs and sticks all the time. But, but it works. It works. All right, guys. So, Mia, do you have anything else to add? We're about ready to finish up, I think.
I'd love to come back. I always would love to do anything that Dr. Merritt and MHI needs because I so believe in the work that you do. And I feel honored to just be a little part of it.
Oh, it's not a little. Let me just take a
Grateful,
minute here and
very
thank her
grateful.
publicly for being one of our longest financial supporters as well as spiritual supporters. When we have a tight moment, you all, this is our fairy godmother, just so you know. Dr. Brazil has come through for us on numerous occasions, and we very, very much appreciate that deeply.
Thank you
And
so much.
yeah, we're just going to
Thank
do what we
you.
can as we can and keep moving forward. And just remember, everybody, there's a health fair coming up on Monday on MLK Day at Robert L. Taylor Center after the breakfast. Our team, the Gulf Coast Medical Society, and a number of other organizations will be out there for free blood pressure screening, information, physician advisement, nutrition information. Those of you who've been on the fence, we're ready for you to sign up on that Ross Camp research study and help us out with the Red Tide study. So come on out, free, and good to keep going forward as they start your new year right. Saturday at Orange Blossom Garden on the the 17th. We'll be doing the cleanup. We'll be honoring our dear beloved Barbara Powell Harris. And we just hope that everyone will keep finding the best ways for themselves to stay well. Oh, wait, Bonnie, did you have a question? I see your hand is up.
No, I'm just here playing with this stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now
I
that's
won't
it.
miss you. I don't want you to be missed or anything. All right, sweetie. Well, everyone have a good evening. Be blessed. I'll see the rest of the team tomorrow.
All right. Have a good night, ladies.
Okay.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Good
Bye
Bye
night.
bye.
Enjoyed every bit. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Well, Mary Jo came too. Thanks, Mary Jo.